Hi friends, welcome back to another episode of Fix This House. Yes, it's yard season and I just got some of my trees cut and I needed a chainsaw so I could cut down all the debris. So today I'm going to be going over the Husqvarna 455 Rancher and some goodies that came along with it. So stay tuned. Thank you once again for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please consider pressing that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can always be in tune on DIYs, how-to videos, and product reviews that I do on this channel. This video will consist of 3 parts. The first part, we're going to go over the unboxing of the chainsaw, go over the case and the PPE that I bought along with this whole setup. The second part, I'm going to be showing you how to set up your chainsaw, how to put the fuel, how to put the bar oil, and how to properly don your PPE. And then the third part is going to be the fun part. We're actually going to be going outside my property and we're going to go start and test out this equipment, and we're going to cut up some tree branches ranging up to 1 inch all the way to 25 inch on the tree trunk. So if you don't want to watch this whole video, which I highly advise you do so you can figure out, if you really want this product or not and if it's right for you, I will leave a timestamp down below and you can go check those timestamp out. And also, if you're interested on this product and all the tools that I use within this video, I'll leave it on the description down below so it'll be easier for you to find this product. And if you like it, click on the link and you can get one for yourself. So with that being said, let's get unboxing this chainsaw. So just to keep you informed, friends, I just got 2 trees cut down from my property. They are cedar trees. I live here in Washington and there are a bunch of trees in my property, but I got 2 cut down and they range up to, the biggest size was 25 inches. Let's go over the unboxing. This is all that came inside the box. You got the chainsaw itself, you got the cover. Now this chainsaw is the 20 inch. So I got the 455 Rancher and it came with all these other stuff, and it also came with the tool. Chain brake. Now this is fairly heavy. It's 13.2 pounds from what it says on the box. It came with this combination wrench, which is very useful because in case that you need to get into the cover, you need to take these plates off. I'm just gonna go over the major parts of the chainsaw. I'm not gonna go to every single detailed part. If you want to know that, please refer to your instruction manual. They do have a chart that shows every single detail, but the most obvious ones is obviously you have the bar right here. It's a 20-inch bar. It comes with the chain already. And obviously there's a little bit of slack. That's what you want on this. You don't want this to be dangling and loose. You want it to be nice and snug, but still has a slight play onto it. And you have this, the spike bumper right here. You have the muffler. You got the handle. You got the air purge, little ball. There's a little ball right there that you just press onto like 5 times. And I'll show you later on how to fully start this. And if you want to get a quick reference, it also has, which is pretty helpful, it shows on the top the step-by-step guide on how to start this chainsaw. And then you have your starter rope handle. Here you have your fuel tank. It says it has a picture of a fuel on there, and this is where you put your bar chain oil. Never get these mixed up, okay? So make sure that you always double check. If you never want to put the fuel here, you're going to be into some bad trouble. Now you got your choke, your stop, you got your trigger. And one of the most important part of this chainsaw is you have your chain brake. Now, you always want to engage your chain brake whenever you're using this because it suddenly has a kickback right there. It stops the chain itself before it hits your face. So very important feature. Amazing. On the top you have your decompression valve. That's pretty much all the basics. Now if you want, we can also unscrew the top and let's dig in what's inside this. This is what you have. Inside you have your spark plug cap. If you go to this side, inside here is the clutch. So this is the clutch cover. You have your tensioning screw in here right there. So if you want to adjust the tension of your chain, that's the chain tensioning screw. Let's go open this up right now and see what's inside. There you have it. It's exposed. It's your clutch and everything else that's in there. Now that I'm done showing you all the different major parts of the Husqvarna 455 Rancher chainsaw, we're gonna go over this case that I bought. Now this one I bought separately as well. This is just something that I want to, to have, because so that whenever, I'm going around, traveling, cutting, I'm also gonna go over to my parents' house and cut their own tree. This chainsaw isn't cheap, so I wanna protect it and have it, last for a very long time. And I think this is a very good investment to have, to buy this case for it. So let's go check it out, what's inside this case. All right, let's open it up. And simple as that. So right inside, it already comes with an extra cover right here. Again, this cover is a lot thicker than what the actual chainsaw has. It's a lot wider and shorter. So right inside this case, it has some Velcro strap right here. All you got to do for this case is you can collapse it just by pulling on this, and it just snaps out like that. What's cool about this is that you can put your tools on here. That combination wrench that came with your chainsaw, you can just put it right here. Right there, it locks in place. You can always have it with you. Place for your combination wrench, spark plugs. You got whatever file that you're using, you can put it here. You got a place for your bar oil, your if you have that 2-to-1 ratio fuel mix, you can put that in there. Very cool. Okay, so I think that you got to take this off right here so that you can actually insert this right here. You want to put this in first, and then slide it in. Obviously you want to pull the chain brake back. Slide it in place. And with these straps, you can strap your chainsaw in place so it doesn't move around. Just like that. Now you can take your bar oil, place it right here. I don't have the 2-to-1 ratio mix. I did buy the engineered fuel, which I'll show you in a bit, but overall pretty much just snap it in place. Sorry, I'm just using one hand right now. Snap it in place. Boom, boom, and you're ready to travel. So you'll never worry about getting hurt or hurting anybody transporting this. Keeps your chainsaw safe. Hard orange plastic. Awesome carrying case right here. And then you can also, if you have a lock, you can place it right here so no one steals your chainsaw. Well, if someone does steal your chainsaw, they'll probably just carry this with them and just put it in the back of their truck or something, which I hope never happens. Okay, so that's the review of this chainsaw case. Now that we have this in place, I want to go over the PPE that I bought along with this. The most important part, which I highly suggest that you invest in, is proper PPE. This one right here, I bought it in a kit. It comes with already with the forest helmet. It has the Husqvarna, obviously this Husqvarna brand. It has the helmet, the face shield, the earmuffs that come along with it. You got the work gloves. Most importantly, you need these chaps, the apron chaps, just in case that you slip and your chainsaw hits your thigh or whatnot. It will hit the chaps and not through cut your leg. It comes with the suspenders. You got your safety glasses, and then you have your lanyard that comes along with it. The hat strap right here on the front is actually leather. Feels like leather. I don't know if it's real leather, but it feels good. There you have it. If you want to use your earmuffs, fold it down, face shield up, face shield down. So I can't stress safety enough. If you're new at operating a chainsaw, especially of this high RPM and torque, you're gonna need some protective equipment. So what I have here, you gotta have some chaps just in case that you miss a cut and it goes and bounces on your leg. It doesn't continue cutting your leg off. So I highly suggest that you invest on some good chaps right here. I just got the Husqvarna brand, everything Husqvarna. Like what I showed you, it all came into one big kit. Came with also with these gloves right here, because you're gonna be operating something that's vibrating for hours and hours. I don't know how long you're going to be using the chainsaw, but you need some anti-vibration grip for, you know, you don't want to get any splinters, and you don't want to experience carpal tunnel along the way. That you need a good helmet. I mean, given you're only going to be cutting probably in your backyard or anything like that, probably the helmet's a little bit overkill, but you definitely need some type of face shield when you're wearing your safety glasses. Put your face shield, and you most importantly need some earmuffs. So this earmuffs will definitely protect your hearing, obviously, on the long term. So if you're going to be cutting on the woods, helmet's good, but might be a little bit overkill. I just bought the kit, plus looks pretty cool. You got to have some steel toe boots. So you're going to be cutting some heavy branches and heavy trunks. So if that inadvertently falls on your toes, you're going to be glad that you're wearing safety shoes. So now we're going to be going over the fuel and the bar chain oil that I'll be using for this chainsaw. Now personally, I'm going to be sticking with the Husqvarna brand on every fluids that I use for this chainsaw, just so that I can maintain this and have no issues on the long run. This personally, I'm just going to keep the Husqvarna Premium All Season Bar and Chain Oil. And I'm going to be using this Husqvarna Fuel 95 octane ethanol free. Now, engineered fuel, in my honest opinion, is the way to go. It extends the life of your chainsaw, and it reduces the risk of it breaking along the way, build up, and having gunk and all that whatnot. Because if you go to your gas station and you fill up and you use that 2-to-1 ratio mix, which I'll show a picture right here, and you mix it with your fuel, you don't know for sure if the last person who used that pump used regular or plus and not premium, and you can contaminate your 2-to-1 ratio mix, and that will build up on your gas tank and ruin this chainsaw in the future. So I don't want to risk that. Plus, if you use this has a 5-year lifespan, and when you open it, and I believe it's a 2 years after you open this thing. And one great thing about using engineered fuel is that you can store your chainsaw with this fuel inside the tank, and it shouldn't ruin anything. So let's go and fill up this chainsaw with this fuel, and let's fill it up with the bar chain oil. As you can see, I'm applying the fuel in a well-ventilated area. You never want to do this in an enclosed space because of the vapors. You want to make sure that you only fill the tank up 80% of the way. And one last thing for safety, you never want to fill this up when the engine is hot. You want to make sure that the engine is nice and cool before adding the fuel, just so you can be safe and not spark anything and generate a fire. I think I can pour this without spilling it. Just gotta be really careful, but if you're not confident on pouring this, make sure you use a funnel. Okay, so now I'm going to be using the bar and chain oil from Husqvarna, the X Guard, and let's fill up this side. Time to start it up. Make sure that your push brake is on, so make sure that this is all the way forward, and then you're going to take your choke. There's a choke, the blue right here, and you're going to pull it out just like that. And on the bulb, you're going to press on this at least 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then on the top part, there's a decompression valve. Push this decompression valve. We're going to pull on the starter 5 times. Now the safest way to start this up is make sure that you put your foot through the handle like this, and then you can pull on it. So you're gonna hear it start and stall. Now when you hear that stall, you're gonna push the blue push choke in back right there, and then you're gonna pull the starter. And once it starts, you're gonna start it up right quick, pull the chain brake away. Beautiful, great outdoors, friends. This was the tree that I just got cut. Someone came by and cut the whole tree for me, and I cleaned up all the debris, and all the debris is pretty much here, including all the tree trunks and all different sizes. Now what we're going to be cutting today are different sizes. As you can see, I even took out my tape measure here. This one ranging up to, this one's 23 in diameter. We got 8 inches, we got 14 inches, 24. I think the biggest one that I have is actually like 25. So there's various ones. I'm gonna be cutting this one in half, threes. And we got a bunch of tiny little branches over there. We're gonna be testing that out too. And mini ones. So different sizes. So overall, I think this is amazing. Straight out. I mean, given it's 13 pounds, but the way it cuts like butter. Just make sure that when you're cutting, you don't hit the ground, because if it does hit the ground, you're gonna end up having to resharpen every single one of these teeth. But overall, I think it's a bang for your buck. It has great features. I love the safety on this thing. When pretty much if it goes like that, chain brake stops the thing from operating. But overall, it cuts amazing. Cuts like butter. Cuts, and you even saw it cut that 25 diameter trunk, tree trunk right there, easily. It pretty much just it cuts itself, little with no effort. All you gotta do is pretty much push it down overall, but it's amazing. I can't complain. So overall, best purchase so far. So if you found this video helpful, friends, please hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell down below, so you can always be in tune on product reviews like this. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, and yeah, what you think overall of the video. Are you gonna get one of these, or yeah, if you are interested, I'll leave the link on the description below. So thanks so much, friends. I'll see you in the next video.